Okay, good evening, Timeless Trainers. Hope you're well. I'm using the same format as we do on a Sunday, so StreamYard, just for lots of different reasons. One is that I can easily see your comments. And please, on that note, say hi, let us know you're listening. If you're watching this on replay, make sure you comment as well. Go along with it. It shouldn't be, there's lots to fill in tonight, lots to fill in. So lots to tell you guys. So make sure you follow us along, make sure you comment where you feel relevant, and I'll still see the comments. I can still see that you've taken on board all that information. So let's start at the start. Very good place to start. So Nick joined me on the podcast. So if you go to YouTube and put Time Buster Training in YouTube, you'll find us. And Nick's episode is February's one to go and watch, and let us know what you got from that episode. And one, you get to meet Nick as well a little bit more. There's no Nick does all the workouts on replay, and she's behind the scenes doing all the mindful movement stuff, which is absolutely amazing. And on that note, well done everybody so far. I haven't got on my forefront of my mind the total that we're on. I know we're edging towards 140, I believe, 140. So guys, I don't know who this is. Put your name on as well, please. Put your name on as well. I haven't got another screen to watch on Facebook. So please put down who's watching. So I'm doing a workout tomorrow, live, 7:30. This is your time to request an exercise. I will take only 5. So if you want an exercise specific for tomorrow, and no, before you ask, we can't do sleeping lions or meditation or standing still. It's got to be a legitimate exercise, okay? So pop in the comments. If I see 5 exercises between now and 7:30 in the morning, they are guaranteed to be in there. Obviously, I hold the right to choose if there's like 20 of them coming. I will try and get the first 5, but we will see, okay? Jen's watching downstairs. We were at 137k. That's amazing. Well done, everybody. Let's have a stern effort tomorrow. Now, I don't think Jen's added to today, but we won't mention that. She'll be marching up the stairs. So 5 exercises, your chance to get an exercise in. So I'll leave that one there. Okay, I'll leave that one there. Next podcast, shout outs to yes, I'll mention that in a second. Shout out to Sally Ann, who's done her first run. I think she said for the last 12 months, first run. So amazing to be back on that journey. I had a fantastic PT session with Kat this morning, 1-to-1, outside in the park. She did amazing. And the last 2 sessions, I think we've done it via Zoom because of weather conditions. So she did amazing. So well done, Kat. I know she does a lot of the workouts on replay, if not live. She said she might join us tomorrow morning. Peter as well is my PT client that I'm working with. He's up in Scotland, purely through Zoom, and he's also doing amazing as well. So only those 2. I've got Caroline PT tomorrow morning. I've got you guys live workout tomorrow morning at 7:30. So keep putting stuff in the group. Please keep sharing. It's great to see that accountability and that motivation for others. What else we got? The weight tracker is up and running. The weight tracker is one shout for the weight tracker. Okay, if you want in, let me know. Send me your email address, or let me know. I've probably got most people's email addresses. Please, when you put your weight in on that specific day that you do it, just put the figures in. So 13.8 or 130, 115, whichever category that you're in. Don't worry about the actual measurement. Just put the figures in, because then if you don't and you put the letters in, or you put a smiley face, you know who you are, it doesn't collate the graph for you. Okay, so it's all these stuff, Google Sheets. It's an amazing thing. That's why I get somebody else to do it for me. But it's really good to see people using those. So if you feel you're missing out, let me know. I can get you on it. The reason I've got this here as well over the other one is because if you're not already, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We have an amazing account. We would like you to be sharing more pictures so we can get you on the picture-based social media, which is Instagram. We want to share the community. So if you take before, after pictures of your workout, that would be amazing if you're comfortable doing that. And if you're taking pictures when you're out mindful movement, that would be amazing as well. And you will find yourself on there, and with your permission, obviously. But it's really good to see and show the community. So tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing a thumbs up to the camera, because obviously we are doing some pictures. Jen's doing a fantastic job putting the pictures out there that we're doing workouts. But it kind of looks like it's just me and Jen doing workouts. So we want to show people we have got a community of amazing Time Buster trainers, and why shouldn't they come and join us? Okay, a great community, and you guys make it. Okay, as cheesy as that sounds, by the way. So today, 1 degree of change. Okay, so we have done over the last few weeks hydration, sleep, variety of food intake, all those sort of things. Okay. Somebody's put a message on the Time Buster Training Accountability Group. Let's have a look. Oh, good. Okay. Kay's watching as well. Well done on your walk today. Make sure you add it to the total. We have got a thing going on with pancakes at the minute, so I'm just going to mention pancakes a few more times. That might become more apparent, the pancakes tomorrow. Okay, so I've just added 3 then, I think. Yeah, definitely 3. We have a secret code. Somebody might get this. So let's go on. This is a visual thing. And the reason why I've got my little whiteboard here, because I want, and I'll move the mic a little bit, so hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. I'm just going to show you a graph. Okay, so. Okay. Are we all comfortable with graphs? So along here is time, and along here is change. Okay, so whenever I deliver, oh, can you see that all right? There is an E on change. I'll write a bit bigger in the future. As humans, we don't like change. Okay, our bodies don't like change. Our minds don't like change. We like what we like. We like our routines, structures, all those sort of things. So when things change, we don't like it. Okay, that's the simple science of it. We don't like change. When somebody moves that one thing in the house that's always been there, what's your initial reaction? Okay, when I deliver this in sort of leadership development workshops, we get some quite funny stories come out. Okay, but in the fitness side, we don't like change. Okay, this thing about the 1 degree of change. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 options here. This also resonates with me because when I was in the military doing navigation, if you were 1 degree off when you were doing your prep to move off in a certain direction, if you were, and again, this transfers across here, so I'll just show it here. So if you were a person here and you were going for this point here, and I point my compass and I try and get that. If I was 1 degree off when I started walking, it's the effect of obviously as I get further away from my initial point. If I was off from 1 degree at the start, and I'm not going to give the whole mathematical equations here, by the way, you're going to be further off than that small change that you had at the start. So does that make sense? Obviously, the longer you go on a 1 degree off, the further off you go. Okay, off target. Let's call it off target. Okay, so let's flip this into what we're trying to do. Is we're going to make positive change and implement change in our lives, mentally, physically, nutritionally. Okay, so we've been getting you to think over weeks about different subjects, and we're not piling everything on at once. We've said there's lots of components that make up your fitness journey. But we're getting you to think about implementing small but reoccurring changes along the way. Okay, because what normally happens is that we're starting at the start point at the bottom axis here. And when we decide we want to change our habits, behaviors, we suddenly want to become fit, okay? Or we suddenly want to be able to run, okay? And I'm doing that because it's just the generic term, okay? We go off on like a big change, okay? So the change is quite big, okay? And also, like I'm saying, this is probably halfway up here. is 6 months. And at the top here, I nearly put 12 years, 12 months, okay? So you can see, and I'm going to break this down here, okay? At the very start, this shows 4 weeks, okay? So you arrived at 4 weeks, okay? This is a prime example of somebody running, let's say running, and they go, right, I need to start running. And they go from doing nothing to running 4 to 5 times a week, okay? The change is big, okay? The change is big, and they're here, okay? And the body doesn't like it, they don't like it, they've not fitted it around their lives, external negatives, it's too much, they get injured, okay, too much too soon. So what we need to do is 1 degree of change. 1 degree of change looks like this, okay? To start off with, it's quite small. I'm trying to do it as much as I can, okay? And really, okay, where we want to be, we want to be looking at our big goals, our big realistic goals in a year's time or 12 months time, sorry, 6 months or 12 months time, that they are realistic. And you can see if you set off on a massive change, you're not actually setting yourself up. Like over here is like elite athlete, okay? This is what you sort of putting yourself, and your body's not made for it, okay? We should be challenging it to change, okay, but not this quick, okay? So you can see after 4 weeks, that change isn't that much, but you've changed, okay? You've made positive changes and movements towards your goals. I'm just going to put this on silent. I'm getting messages left, right, and center. Badmin, okay? So what we're doing, and again, this is what, when we get to 4 weeks, we start off maybe on something else, and we start another degree, okay? So we're starting off here, and then we've moved again. So almost, let me just show you a little bit of an idea of what this concept, and again, we're getting a bit steep here, but you get the idea, okay? So we're here, which is realistic change from where we started, which was here. Over, if we just do too much too soon, we're never sort of destined to keep that going, okay? So if you can resonate with that, please put in the comments, please let me know whether you get that to start off with. Make sure you message me and go, Stu, you lost me completely, okay? Because I'll have to go back to it again another point because I'm not going to do too long tonight. But does that make sense, okay? And again, we are talking, and me and Jen had a great conversation about this. It's really hot up here. I think we're out of the heating on. We were talking about this probably 6 weeks ago when we started all this. Realistically, you should be putting your brain tuned in to 6 months plus, okay? You need to be consistently making 1 degree of change for 12 months, okay, to get anything out of this, okay? It does seem quite daunting when you have these real conversations with people and going, and this is, I did this with clients before, okay? So how long did it take you to get to here? Okay, and then they're going, oh yeah, 10 years. I'm 35, so 35 years. And I say, well, so you're telling me you want to get where you want to get in 6 months. And that's good if somebody's thinking 6 months, by the way. You're normally at the 4 to 6 week stage. Okay, I want to be there in 4 to 6 weeks. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, we need to be looking at 12 months plus, okay? And instilling that little bits of change as we go along, okay? Seeing the changes, seeing the improvements, and then tilting again, 1 degree of change, 1 degree of change, 1 degree of change. And then what happens is when we're in this sort of area here, you're building momentum, okay? And it's part of the process rather than here. It's like forcing yourself to do something different, and it's like completely different from what you're normally doing, okay? So hopefully that helps. And do you know what? This is why, and then you can imagine me and Jen and Nick have had loads of conversations about this, about what we're building now in the Time Buster Training group community has got this in mind, okay? Because we've already talked about like what happens if lockdown like comes out and people start going back to the gym. Well, we're not putting our prices up because we want people to stay with us because they want like the community. Okay, they like the odd workout here and there. Yes, they go back to the gym, but they also take part in mindful movement. Or if you're not, and majority of people in the group so far aren't your stereotypical gym goers. So yeah, people are going to be staying with us because they're in the big vision. They're in it for the Sunday updates, Wednesday live, the challenges each month. Okay, so this is what we're trying to get to, and then we'll get slowly implementing little bits of education, simple as well. We're not going scientific on anything. It's basic change. Okay, and guess what? Everybody in the group is different. Everybody in the group is different. So have a think about this. Okay, digest it. Think about it. Add it to your thought process this week. Nobody's put any exercises down yet, by the way. I'm quite happy to put my own exercises in tomorrow, by the way. Just thought it'd be nice to open up the floor. But I will be putting in, and make sure, guys, if you enjoy this session, you've got a lot out of this and you've watched it, please comment in the WhatsApp group to go and check it out. Okay, because I'll probably put a link to this live because I think it's probably quite a good. Like, yes, I can resonate. Awesome. We've probably, and I've been in this as well. So everybody's in this where you've done this. Okay, you've done too much too soon. It's not sustainable. And oh, guess what happens if you do this? Now we're using a graph. You go back, if not lower than where you started. Okay, then we're actually, the starting point is lower than when we started in the first place. Okay, so I know that's quite a key thing as well because I speak to people all the time about it. So if you found value in this live, please make sure you comment on the Facebook, on the WhatsApp group, let people know they need to go and come and check this out. Make sure you watch Nick's podcast. I will probably make sure it's posted at the top of the Facebook page for February, alongside the Mindful Movement post. Make sure you're getting your kilometers in tomorrow and for the rest of the week. And look out for posts, send us some pictures, and I will see you in the workout tomorrow morning. Make sure you let us know in the group, in the WhatsApp group. I'm sure I will, or Jen will put a comment in it tonight. Who's coming to join me tomorrow morning? Hands in the air. Make sure you join me. It's going to be a good one. Nice, easy session, though. Nice, easy session. Okay. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.